I'm starting to, the GoPro is interesting. So the mat work is going to end up being.
They left their mask in the car.
Oh, you want a mask? Will these
Are you
fit
done?
you?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I know. If you see us without a mask, just remind us. We are not used to.
Here you
I have to.
Take it, pass it. Okay. I might have a smaller one too. So
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, this one.
this mat work you can do for the rest of this dog's life. This is going to be really easy to start with, and you want the dog to succeed. You don't want to do things that have the dog go, I'm not succeeding, so I'm going to tune you out now. I think doing it with their bed to start is good. You're not going to give any cues in the beginning because cues, the dog doesn't speak English, it doesn't know cues, and the possibility of you repeating the cue and repeating the cue and repeating the cue without the dog doing the behavior ends up with a poison cue where the dog, it doesn't matter anymore. So the mat work you will find though as you go will cross over to everything that you're ever going to do with the dog. So
Luna, come.
see, behavior has consequences. So if you go, Luna, come, and then you just sit there and you don't make that happen, then what happens is Luna, come, it doesn't matter.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luna,
Yeah.
come.
There you go, perfect. So with the mat work, there's going to be no cues given. The first thing that you're going to teach the dog is that this is the best place ever. This is where everything happens. And you're going to want to, as soon as the dog steps on the mat, you're going to want to give your reward marker word, which is good. Is that right?
Great.
Great, okay. So you're going to say great, and then you're going to start to treat. And what you want to do in the beginning is to have the dog's head down. So you're going to treat quite a bit, maybe 5, okay? And you don't want the dog looking up at you. You want to be fast enough that you're putting it all over the mat in different places, and the dog's keeping its head down because you were teaching the dog about the mat. Okay, and you can call it bed, you can name it whatever you want to name it. So I'll show you how this goes. So we're going to put something down. Yes. 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 Get it. Okay, and now I'm going to pick the mat up. So we did this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did this mat
Yes,
work.
we did that.
Okay. So did we practice the mat work?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So,
So we didn't practice that this week, though, y'all.
Oh yeah.
okay, so this is absolutely the foundation.
Okay.
This is where everything starts. If you don't do this, then the next step, you build. Each step that I'm giving you builds on the next step. So,
So when you throw it out, do you make a command, or you just
yes, get it.
did it? And
Yes.
Great. 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 One more. Great.
Now get it.
Great. Great. No, get it. Get it. Get it.
You have to, yeah. There you go. Pick it up. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
So if you do this, everybody does this once a day for about 30 seconds or a minute.
Mm-hmm.
because this is absolutely the foundation. So far you've taught the dog to love the mat, and you've taught the dog to be attracted to the mat, okay?
Okay, so the mat is used, I mean, this is her big fluffy bed, right? But she doesn't necessarily sleep in there.
The mat can be whatever you want. This is a mat that I made from a RV step.
So she can.
She doesn't know exactly what to do with it, so I'm going to start to encourage her when she walks towards it. Yes. Now I want a paw. Yes. So this is a pretty hard one because it's up. We're going to see if we can do, and she hasn't done too much of this. So let's see this one. Yes. See how much easier this one is? Yes. 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 Great.
Is that a potty one? Like a? I mean,
No,
you use
no,
it-
this is a Cato board.
Oh.
This is a mat. This is to teach,
So what? Yeah.
get it. Oh, see, get it. There you go.
Okay.
Now I want the dog to go back to the mat. Great.
Oh, you got the paw.
Yeah. So, now the next time I'm going to want 2 paws. Great.
Great.
Get it. Want the dog to go back to the mat. Great. 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 Get it. We want the dog to go back to the mat. Great. Yes. Great. Great.
Great.
Get it. Get it. And back to the mat. Great. So I waited for 2 paws, okay? Before I said great. Oh, and then I spilled
So
everything.
is that's made for this kind of training? Like, is
Um,
that something you just picked up? Or?
well, this is sort of something that if you're in a dog sport, you would do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, or if you're training dogs.
Right.
That's
Ooh,
like
yeah.
$75, you
Oh,
know.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
that's not like. So, but here is one that is the exercise step
Right.
from the 90s or from the 80s.
I was like, yeah, you can probably pick that up at a thrift store. You know?
And put a yoga. Great. See, just wait. Great. Great. Get it.
I mean, she has a bed, but she prefers
Great.
to sleep on the couch or in my bed.
So you just have to pick great. Okay, so cookie scatter. So cookie scatter means I'm taking everything off the board. So a mat could be, it could be a bath mat. It could be a shower mat. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be the bed.
It's just mostly
Great.
training her those.
What you're doing is teaching her what you put down on the floor like this, she's going to love. You are giving her a station in life. Great.
I like that.
Get it.
You know?
This is her space. Great. This is her space and where she can get it. Where she can, and now, great. Here, cookie scatter. Now what we're going to do you need to practice love it and attraction to it. I'm going to give you the next step here, but if you don't have step 1 and 2 down, you are not going to succeed at this step, okay? So we're going to start by we're going to have 2 different stations. One station can be your bed. One station can be the crate. One station can be, whatever you want, an ottoman, a chair in the house, wherever. And you're calling the shots here. So where you're at, she should be going great to the mat.
Okay.
Great, which she did here. The minute you put something down, she should know that game has engaged.
Okay.
So now, take it. I'm going to pull her off and bring her to a neutral position. And then I'm going to go to this mat. I'm not saying anything. This is where I want her to come. She's not going to get reinforced for that. Great.
Because she
See?
knows where
So where you are is where, great. All right, take it. So I'm bringing her off to a neutral position in the beginning of this. Luna, there you go. Because between great, Luna, yeah. Just bringing her out to a neutral position, and then I'm walking over here, and I want her to come to this one. So she doesn't, you understand, she does not understand what I want.
Right.
Okay, so, and because this is kind of advanced, yes, great. There we go. What I'm doing here is cookie scatter. What I'm doing here is capturing her behavior. So that's what you're doing in the beginning with loving the mat. And then being attracted to the mat. So one thing, this is why pushing a dog off of you doesn't work. I'll show you. Oh, that's the first dog I've ever seen not do with the push. Luna. Great. Yes. Great. Yes. Great. Okay. Cookie scatter. So here's the things I want you to go home.
So when Esther, she came back.
She comes back, yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't very much though. That's normally a huge thing with dogs. You push them away, they're right back. That's why you push them off and they come and jump back on you.
Right.
It's like that. So it's like that normally with this. So I need you to do love the mat. Okay? So that's just putting the mat down. And when she gets on the mat, then you
Don't let her get that pocket.
then she's capturing, you are capturing her behavior. So she's going to get on that mat and you're going to reinforce that. So that's how you get a dog to do the behavior, is you reinforce it. So, go ahead.
So for the mat work, just to you said, reward. You said there were 2 steps before the last step, so I just want to make sure I just have all the steps. But
Yeah.
Reward. The word is great. So we put down 5 on the mat, great.
No, you put down one at a time.
Yeah, one at
Yeah.
a time, that's what I mean, but 5 of them or whatever, and then throw it and get it. Then what is pick it up? Where did I write that?
You pick up, when you're teaching them to love the mat,
Mm-hmm. Oh, pick it up,
you
that's
do
right.
get it and then you
That's
pick
right.
it up, okay?
Okay, so, yeah, okay.
When you're teaching them, the next step
Mm-hmm.
is to teach them to be attracted to the mat. So you go get it, and the dog needs to come back. But
Gotcha.
you need to have some foundation in having that mat be a special place before you can expect the dog. You know, you can't do division without addition and subtraction. Okay, so if you don't teach that, you don't teach love the mat, and then you just go to attraction to the mat, it's going to be 50-50 if the dog totally understands. So what you want to do is you want to cement in this, this mat is the best place ever. And you can do it for 2 or 3 days, and then you'll start with being attracted to the mat. So what I think I'll have you do is, and this is an outside Cato board. This is so it doesn't matter if it gets wet or not, things like that. So what I think I'll have the kids do is use the shower mat, okay?
Practice? You have enough?
Yeah, in my pocket.
Okay.
Really great. 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 Luna, get it.
There you go, perfect,
You pick up the mat, I got you.
perfect, okay? Jacob, try it. Let's see.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any others.
Here. So you got it?
So you're going to have to wait till you have Luna's attention, okay? Where she can see, because remember, you want the dog to succeed. You're setting the dog up for success.
One spell. Great. Luna, great. Luna, great. Luna, great. Get it.
Good,
Okay, that's good.
good. So now we're going to try attraction, okay? Noah? So you're going to do great, 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 maybe 3. And then you'll do get it. And then you'll leave the mat down.
Great,
Good.
great, great, and great. Get it. Great.
She's not on that mat yet. She was close, though.
You want at least 2 paws, right? Or all?
Well, I'd like all 4, but, you know, you do it gradually if you're not getting all 4.
Great.
Do a,
Get it.
okay, so you can do that because that sort of ends the game. Here's what I want you to know. You say your reward marker word great first, because this is what's great means that every time you say great, the next thing coming is a treat, is a cookie, a Cheerio. There's a cookie up there.
I think she found one.
She's the first dog to do that. Out of 5 dogs, she's the first one to find it. Did you find it, huh? Did you find it? Huh? Here. Get it. Okay, see, so if you put the dog to connect the two things as two different things. If you put the treat down and then say great, the dog is going to expect a treat and then the reward marker is coming. So you're really not accomplishing anything.
And, I mean, should he have slowed it down a little bit?
He could have.
Or it was fine? I mean,
It was fine. Just if there's a bunch of Cheerios on the mat, definitely slow it down.
But she's all over the place. And
Because
that's good.
one of the things that's going to happen is you're definitely going to slow that down because you're going to want to start to teach stay. But you're not going to have any cues. But you're going to do it by great.
Yeah, much there, you know. People or something.
So then we give her a little bit of time to think about it.
They are yummy. What?
Great.
What if you just have material? Yeah.
Noah's over here eating Luna's treats, which are the baby
Great.
favorite.
Great. Great. And you're going to gradually be, I'm going to wait for her to get all four paws back on here. Great. You see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not rewarding anymore for a paw or two paws. Great. And I'm slowing it way down. And you're going to start, I mean, she's not ready for this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Great. But you're going to start to get further and further away from her. Great. Get it. So that you're not going to be doing this close-up work. You're going to be over here. And you'll go up and do great. And then you'll step back. And the dog has to stay for a while. That's not happening this week because we didn't practice enough last week. But we'll practice this week, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you don't do each one of these steps, then she's not going to learn. She's not going to, it's like I buy the book, but if I don't read it, it doesn't do me any good. Now we can have anything can be a station.
Maybe her bed that she sleeps, the bed we got
I
her.
know, I'm thinking that it's because we have to pick it up. Because at one point I was like, oh, just,
I'll tell you, a bath mat works just fine.
yeah.
A shower mat works great. They're $10. This is,
And would we do it like, I mean, it's working out, it actually was not great. I told you that she's been staying in the sunroom and her bed is in there and, she actually yesterday, she goes there for her calming place now, but it's on her couch.
so this is a station. This is two cheap
Yeah,
shelves with something from Walmart that you put underneath a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
So any of these things can be used. This one is a little unsteady. I have a 5-pound dog, so it doesn't matter. So you want to kind of, great. She didn't do that at first. Remember, she ignored it? Great. She didn't get a treat. And then she decided to get up on it. Great. Now can we have another one? Another
I
one?
won't eat them.
Give me another paw.
I'm eating one.
Yeah, look at that. You can get all the way up there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when she doesn't do, you just, okay, game over.
Yeah.
Treats go away, game over. Okay, now we can go back here Let's see if we can get any further. No, okay. Great. Whoop. I'm going to give it to her because I said the word, even though she was down. Okay, that's the contract. That's the unwritten contract. Great. You see how me walking away from that situation, okay, game over, sparked her interest. Now we could have stayed in a stalemate here, me staring at her, her staring at me, what do you, but that gets you into a quagmire. So you just turn and walk away. Yes, great. Good. Yes. That was great. So she went back to it and she tried it. She didn't try it the first time, which is okay. So this is dog's choice. Great. She doesn't need to, she can go on the mat. She cannot go on the mat. One thing's going to be reinforced, the other's not. It's her choice.
And then, should we, I mean, we're gonna stick with one mat or change it up like you're doing in here?
You can stick with one mat or you can do two mats. You can decide whatever mat you want, but I think this week, yes, great. I think this week you should just be loving the mat and do some attraction to the mat.
Okay.
Luna, get it. And then she should come back. And you should step away from that mat. Great. Great. All right. Get it. And step away from that. Great.
This looks fun. We just
Cookie scatter. Well, the first time you're here,
yeah, it was just like
there's so much.
yeah.
You know, there's just so much. You know, and I'm here with an encyclopedia of knowledge,
I know.
trying to pack as much as I can into your first hour and a half. So
Yeah, this is good.
now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because I want to give the dog a little bit of a break, I'm going to put the bed down with something to chew on. Because we want to teach the dog, when we're sitting around, you can go there and relax. Okay? We want to give her a little bit of a break, give us a little bit of a break, and see. Are you awake, Jacob?
Yeah.
So talk to me, what are your questions?
I don't really have much questions.
No?
I've learned a lot.
Today, yeah.
So tell me what comes first. The reward marker word or the treat?
Reward marker word. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. You got it.
Hmm.
Cretia, question.
Oh, let's see. These are just things I jotted down. So
Yes, no,
may not be in order. But so she gets like sometimes you know, I'll come to her and, you know, try to pet her on like on the top of her head and she shies away from me, or sometimes she'll be begging to get on my bed and I mean begging, and then I'll try to reach for her and then she jumps back. She's like, ah, ah. Like I don't know if she's trying to play with me or she's just, you know, what it is. And I'm like,
Okay.
she sleeps with me, but it kind of hurts my feelings. I'm like, you know, like she sleeps with
Let me
me.
tell you, dogs are amoral. They have no moral
I know,
structure,
but
okay?
I told my husband, I'm like, great, I'm the one who takes care of her. She loves me the least, just like the children.
Yes.
Just like the children.
Just like everything, I know. So, here's some things to do. These are just,
She loves me now that I carry this little pouch.
grab her collar
Uh-huh.
and give her a treat. Don't say anything to her. Let her go. Grab her collar. She does that. You could have had that. And then put it back in your pouch.
Ah,
Okay? Grab her collar. Yes, that's it. Okay, so she's a little shy with that. No, it's fine. She's a little shy with having her collar grabbed, but you want to be able to grab her collar, and you don't want her at 6 months of age turning her head around and putting her jaws on you, on your arm, because she doesn't feel like it. So
well, it was.
what you're going to do is you're going to make a connection between her collar being grabbed and her getting a
She just did
treat.
it again, yeah.
Yeah.
She just did it again to him.
I was just making it better if she got
Did she do a little growl?
She didn't do a growl, she just went back.
So it was probably a little threatening. You were over her. This is a threatening
Okay.
motion. This is not. That's why you stand up when you do things with
Maybe
dogs.
that's
You
it,
don't do
just
this.
Yeah, when I see her, I'm always like, you know, like,
Yeah, stand up. And then go down and give her the treat.
Okay.
So if you're like this, you're bribing her the whole time. You know, who's not going to go for, it's like, I'm going to hold a $100 bill out here.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right.
You're going to come and get it.
Yeah.
So better to
Luna,
teach her that coming here is the best thing available.
Okay. So we'll work on that some too.
All right.
Okay. So then the other thing, I have a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So with our big dog Murphy, they love each other. They play really, really hard together. But he is 75 pounds, and he's like a gentle giant. He, I think I told you the only time he nipped her was over food aggression. But he plays. They play hard. I think she takes it. She never cries, but she, because of those little teeth, you know how they will grab each other's ears and play, like, so she kind of ripped his ears up and stuff. So
She drew blood?
yes.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it was intentional. But Jacob was worried about it because he had.
So here's the thing. I don't let puppies bully older dogs. I don't let older dogs bully puppies. There's so much play. The play should go like this. Play, play, play. And then they separate. And this one goes and sniffs, and this one goes and sniffs. Or they start moving around, and they move around in a parallel fashion like that. And then they go up and play, play, play. And then there's a break.
Right.
And
the
that,
playing is a lot of like, they pull each other's collars, pull each other's ears,
and
kind of bite on each other's legs, So, I don't think, but Jacob was worried about it, like she's playing too rough or.
well, the older dog, the 75-pound dog, shouldn't be playing rough with this puppy. Okay? So that's a management thing.
Right.
You stop that. You bring, you stop it however you need to stop it. If it's just walking between the two and breaking it up, that's fine. If it's putting a leash on somebody, that's fine. Or putting a leash on two somebodies, or putting them in separate rooms. But you don't let them get to a state of excitement or a place where Murphy's ears. You're just too funny.
I'll try to show you. Like I tried to get the video this week so I could show you. Like
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, just to see because it is very playful and it's kind of funny when especially when they tussle in the den, because she's so little and she'll just jump on top of him and he just lays like that. It's not.
Well, okay, it's not.
No, it's not aggressive at all. But the older one, she's the one. She's like, but she hasn't done anything. It's just like,
Right.
get away, little girl.
Well, her is a warning.
Yeah.
That's it. No
Yeah.
more.
Mhm.
So,
we've been watching that, and that's where. So I'll come up with something because
does she have to go out? Do you think?
I don't know. Do you
Does
have
she
to-
whine
TT?
like that when she has to go out? Hey, come here, Bruno.
Let's go, TT.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Get her. Oh, you got
Here we go. That's it.
That'll be the first time.
Yay!
Or she might just be ready to go.
Come on. She might just be restless. So, what? She might have to go then.
Maybe that'll be really great.
walking. So, look. Come on, Luna. Luna, come. Look over here. So, Luna, come. Very good. Luna, come. So here's your finders, dogs barking, people walking, long guys. So, when this happens, yeah, Luna, come. So this takes a bit of training. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block her visually because Luna, come.
You think that's because she's nervous? Or just
It's true. She doesn't know. Hey, Luna, come. Come on. So I'm going to show you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So the Cheerio doesn't work there.
Mm-hmm.
This is just canned
Oh, okay.
dog food. You could have, so sometimes you gotta go for something that, and that is the beginning of a reactive dog. That is a reactive dog.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want here is to not have that. So the way you don't have that, hey Luna, find it, find it, find it. So now she's not going for Cheerios. Come here, come here. Let's put this down because it's way too stimulating. Come on. Will she do that when she goes out and...
No, see, we live kind of in the country. We live in the country, so there aren't like a lot of things going on. However, when we first got her, you know, the birds, the airplanes, the train, you know.
Yeah.
So she hasn't really been socialized in a neighborhood like this.
Right. So you don't want reactive. So here's what I'm going to have you do. We're going to do find it. It's just like find it is going to be the reward marker word, and then you're going to drop the treat on the ground, okay? So she has to know that find it means a treat's going on the ground. Not from your hand to her mouth, on the ground. You're just going to drop it. And you're going to teach her, it's going to come sooner or later where you say find it and her head immediately goes down. She's looking for the treat. It's not going to happen right away, but it will happen. Luna, find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it.
And so if we were to take her outside and that, then we'd play the find it game or bring her back in.
Yeah, you're going to want to do, you're going to teach her find it first. Just because she did it this time doesn't mean she's going to know it as soon as you add triggers to it. Those are all triggers out there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to teach her that you say find it, you're going to make that connection for her. The Pavlov's dog connection. You know, the man in the white coat shows up, I get food, I salivate, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sort of what you're going to do. So this is just going to be one thing that you're going to do so that she isn't reactive. Find it. Find it. And you're gonna do this on the mat, but not this week, next week.
Okay.
Find it, but you might be doing it this week. Good. Find it. See, you got to let them make the mistakes. Did I do that incorrectly? I did, didn't I? I threw it on the ground and then I said, find it. That's not how you do it. Find it. I'm going to let her find it. Find it.
Find it. Find it.
She might be into the cheese more than the Cheerios.
She doesn't know it's there yet.
Oh.
So I'm just giving her, it's okay to give her some time. You can do it again.
Find it.
Good, Noah.
Find it.
Here, do some little bits off of that.
Find it.
So just drop it down, don't toss it. When you toss it away, that's get it. This is find it, that's just I'm dropping it on the ground. What you're looking for is if a trigger shows up, you want to be able to have your dog
Find
take
it.
their attention off of the trigger. And the only way to do that is that you are going to do some management. Your dog's going to be able to look to you to handle that situation so
Find it.
they don't have to handle it. Okay, they don't have to handle it by barking, and that's just scared, that's just fear.
Find it.
And
Okay.
and that's under socialization. She hasn't had enough experiences. I would take her to somewhere that has a lot of foot traffic on a Saturday morning, or any morning or afternoon, and sit there in the car with her and let her roll the windows down and let her see the shapes and the silhouettes, and maybe PetSmart or one of the pet stores where she'd see pets going in and out.
Yeah, we took her here, but yeah, so.
Find it.
Drive her up to a drive-through Starbucks. There's one down by I-26. Where do you live?
Right next to the Logan Home, or the White Rock Post Office.
All right, so if you go down here, like you're getting on there's a drive-through Starbucks.
Find
It's a
it.
good experience for her, where you don't get out of the car, she's not left alone in the car,
Yeah.
but it has some time.
Find it.
That's it. Because we've been doing experiences like, but not, I don't know, maybe with just
And-
our family, like, we stayed, we went to Charleston, and, but not, it's like I'm treating her like a baby, I guess. She's ready, she's growing up, oh my gosh.
Well,
But
she is
she's
a baby.
I know.
But,
it is like
it is in this baby time that she's open to novel situations. At 5 months of age, she is no longer going to be as amenable. It doesn't mean she can't be taught a novel situation. It just takes longer at that point. So now the best thing to do, so I'm going to take her out again and let her have that experience with a little heavier duty treat. And, yeah.
I gotta do
Luna. Yeah. Yeah, Luna. Luna. Yeah. Good. So we're going to not go out so fast. I'm going to keep her interested right now. She's interested in this. So I want her to be able to come out here and make the connection that things happen out here. It's okay. Find it. Find it. Uh-huh. Good. Luna. Yeah.
Oh, and of course.
So she comes out here. This is a way lot better than coming out and barking.
Yeah.
There might not be.
Find it. Find it.
Okay, so. Come here. Find it. You get yourself some cheese, and you take her out where there's going to be,
But she like so for now I'll take her through drive-throughs, keep her in the car with me, like
keep her
little
in the
places
car. Has she
she's
had
not-
all her shots yet?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, then you can take her places, but you want to have the treats ready, and you want to be feeding her. Come on. We'll do it again. Come on, let me get some more treats. Come on, let me get some more treats. So here are string cheese, high value treats.
Right, I saw that. Yeah.
Not something crunchy, something soft. A little pepperoni stick, you know, something like that. So and then you break it up small. Luna!
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. And it's right here. There you go. Find it. Not exactly the right Luna. So, Luna. Yeah. Isn't that nice? And you can slow it down. Luna. Yeah. Nice. Good. Luna. So now she's interested in the sea. I think that's fine. Let her come out here a little bit and experience life.
We're the original reason we came out. We got
Luna. Yeah. So here comes a car or a truck. So I just became proactive.
right.
Before she got here, it's a school bus. Good. So now she has this vehicle goes by. I can creep. Yay! She's nervous. Yay! So when she comes up like that, I don't feed that. Yeah. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, let's go. Come on. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, that's fine.
But he, I mean,
I'm gonna let my sister know. Okay. Come on in. All right. So, will you hold Luna and see if you can get her to come to the street? Come on.
Luna.
Luna, come.
No, see, remember we're not supposed to.
Sorry.
Hold
No,
it here.
I'll have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, remember how I went, hey Luna? She's like, don't do that. Hey Luna, come here. You're doing such a good job. Luna, you want a treat? Luna,
Yeah.
you're doing such a good job. You're doing such
I got some right
See
here.
how she wants to.
Luna, come.
Yep.
Luna, come.
Luna, you want
Luna,
Luna? Do a cookie scatter. Do you have enough? Cookie scatter.
You can't do that much.
Yes, you can for a cookie scatter. I don't know.
You only put like 2 or 3.
I don't know.
Like
You
this.
can ask her. But I still have a lot of. No, you just added more.
Okay, where are
Thank
we?
you.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Luna, you can.
She just did it again. Like she was like, well, first of all, I approached her the first time and went like that. See, then I was like, okay, come on, Luna, come on. And then she looked at me and she just wanted to go with you. But I know that, I don't know, I have to guess.
So you have to up your excitement level.
I guess so.
Yeah, you just have to up it and up your treat level until she gets it. You know, here. I have to stand here like this.
Yeah, I think my thing is the way, because I just did it again. That's what I always do with children, or, you know, you just come down like this. Or, you know.
So you can practice.
Good job, Jacob.
You can practice the treats down here by your left leg. Luna.
Saying good job, Luna. She's the one who chose
Luna. So right here, and that's where the treat is.
Okay.
So you don't have to go down into a crouch. So that's your homework, to practice.
Right.
And you can just bend down a
And then
little
when I
bit.
see her though, I mean, or I don't know. Like,
Well, you don't want to do
we're
that
gonna-
because she's going to end up jumping on you.
So, I guess when I sit down, I can love on her instead of, yeah, like this. Hey, Luna.
So I want you to start,
this.
I want you to make a little thing and then hold that in your hand and grab her collar and give her the treat. You don't say anything to her, you just a little tiny bit and grab her collar. Or you can call her, you know.
Okay. Luna.
No, close it,
Luna,
close
come.
shut.
Luna.
I think it is.
Luna.
Yeah, that's okay. You give her the treat fast.
Okay.
Let her go. There you go. So,
I did it not fast. I mean,
it would be better if you could get her to come up a little bit further. So maybe you can do this by, Luna, bringing her in tight to you. And then
grab it.
catch. So if you don't
So I'm
get
not-
it,
'cause I'm not
don't
chasing-
reach and grab for it, okay?
Because then I'm
You-
chasing her and it's scary.
Well, it's scary.
Great.
So, and you're capturing her. So, Luna, come on, yeah, oh, good girl. And then I just grabbed it and I let her go.
Okay.
So,
Here, Luna. Luna. Good girl.
let her go, yeah. Just take a hold of it, let her go, give it the
Okay.
treat. Because she's really headshot. Luna, good girl. Just let her know this is gonna happen, yeah. See, she's already better with it. Luna, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it, yeah. That's it, yeah. And they really like to be talked to that way. They like to be reinforced.
I know. I'm good at that.
So, put the pen and pencil down and a little bit, I want you to practice.
Okay.
I want you to practice because it's being taped and you'll be able to see yourself.
So you want me to do what I just did with the?
Yeah. So, have her
just
come
grab
over,
her.
see if you can bring her in a little closer. Jacob, can I move you right over here? Come over here and sit.
So show it to her first, or just
Let's see if you can get her to come over to you.
Luna? Luna, come.
Yeah.
Come, Luna.
Ah,
Okay. Let it go.
so, you wouldn't like it if I did this to you.
Okay. So do I just?
Yeah, show it to her and then slip 2 fingers and take the fingers out.
Here, Luna. Here, Luna. See, she's scared now because I did that.
So it'll take her a little bit. She's very forgiving. So, and that's too big a piece.
Okay.
So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to bring her in, slip it in,
That's it.
Why
I'm not
she-
grabbing the? See, that's I'm just too.
just
Yeah.
like that.
Just so she can feel it.
Just so that
Yeah.
you can move to something else, but right now, you have to be gentle. You have to, you
So
know.
that's what I do. So not only am I reaching for her, when I get the collar, I'm dragging. I'm just like,
Yeah,
because I'm
so
so
you have to, this is not your goal. Your goal is not to catch her up. Your goal is for a pleasurable treat and slip a finger or two underneath her collar. So
Okay.
And you could even be goalless. You just,
Yeah, I got you.
And even if you can't get under the collar, it's not more of that. It's give her a scratch and let it go. So the
It's more
thing
of a
is,
little love tap than a
yeah,
get you, come here.
get you.
Because I think that's just
Oh,
the
you
natural.
peed on my rug again.
I know, she really loves being around.
She does. You are a peer. Hey, what have I done? What have I done? And then what I do is I bring her a little further in so that her collar's here, so I'm not reaching for it. So the treat isn't out here, the treat's in here, and her head's here. So the collar's right there, so I don't have to reach for it. I maneuver her into the position that I want.
Let me see if I can try to do.
Yeah. Little tiny piece. Bring her in. There you go. Let go. Yeah. Really fast and simple.
How about a pat on the head?
Yeah, well, you're going to want to do that. And that went well.
Okay.
And the more you become comfortable with it, the better it's going to go all the way around.
I know, I can be too intense, but
Well, we all
fun
can.
at the same time.
Yes, that's right. So, here we go.
Once I figure
I'm
it
going to
out.
give Mom a couple of these, and she's going to try again. She's just
I
going
still
to...
have some, but
That's all right. So,
Okay, come
keep
here.
keep both of them in the same hand.
Oh, it'll give you
One's going to be in the back, one's going to be right there in your fingers. And you're going to get her to come over.
Luna, come.
Bring it down here.
Luna, come.
Yeah, and now you can slip your other hand down.
Here.
So you've got a treat in that other hand.
And so I got one thing.
Yeah, but you did. You got one finger in. So bring it down here. So she has to kind of lower her head.
Yeah.
Give yourself the what you need to get that done. So
Yeah.
out here is threatening. That's the mountain line. Here, her head's here. It's past you. Make sense?
Yes, absolutely. That's exciting. That makes sense. Like, good. Because I know, like,
And then when you want her, Luna, come on. Yeah, there you
that's
go.
what Noah's been doing. They've been playing
That's so
chase.
good.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. Yay. Look at that. Look at that sit. Yeah. Do you do a nose bob? Nose bob. Do one for Noah.
Luna, come here, Luna. She has to see this trick.
It's okay.
Luna, this.
Or put your hand flat, remember? Just bump.
Yes! Good girl! So you want to really be excited about that. That was great, yay! Because you're excited about that, she's going to get more confidence every time she succeeds.
Luna. Come here. Luna. Luna. Come on here. Come on here.
Okay, Noah, so I want you to try this, okay? So, Luna. Good. Right. Good. Good. Whoops, yeah. Okay? Makes sense? So just put it down here, and then we'll move to up here.
Okay, Luna.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, or great, or whatever
Great.
we're going to use.
Yeah, great.
Luna. 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 Good.
So give it to her when she touches your hand like that.
Luna. Good.
We're going with great, though, right? So it's the same word?
Again.
Am I too type A? I thought
You
it was the same
know,
word.
I have 25,000 words that I use. Good, great, fancy,
I
yay!
know, I'm like, that's
It's
good.
like,
Come on here.
the more
Good.
consistent you are,
Stay focused on the
but
camera.
they sense
Luna.
The excitement.
that you're excited, that you're happy with it. They sense when you're not.
Right. And that's the thing is with that story that we read, like,
Good.
you can't understand the language, but you can understand body language and voice tone. Like the dogs can, I think. You know, like,
We feel each other.
right.
So I don't care if you and I are having an argument and I'm going, everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. And you know it's not.
Right.
You can feel me and you know it's not fine. It's just like that with the dog.
Right. So it doesn't matter the word. I didn't know if the word was.
Yeah, well, it's nice to pick a word and do it, but you know, this dog can learn 250 words.
Right.
So, but it's gonna get it. It's gonna get it.
Oh, Luna. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're still working on potty training. I think the distractions. Yeah.
So that was, we needed to give her more time out there.
That's
But there was so much going on out there. The second time wasn't so bad. So she has to go out every probably 45 minutes. You have to take her out. She goes outside. If she goes potty, she comes in, and as long as you can see her, she has 30 minutes in the house to, you know, to be. And then she goes out again. If she doesn't go, then she goes into her crate.
So if she doesn't go, okay, so
I
that's
think
just
she
kind
needs
of,
to go. She just whined and she's sniffing.
Well, she just went, so I think she's probably pretty cool. So I think her leash is caught. No, it's not.
just
Good.
look at her.
Luna! Come on.
So,
There
but yeah, I
you
think she was
go.
distracted. And then you got me kind of paranoid about the coyote thing. So the coyotes, like, we don't, I mean, I think, you know,
There's been one spot in our area.
yeah, but,
Our neighbors.
so I know you said you have a lot back there, but
Got a ton.
you do. But she has been having, like, yesterday was the first day. I told you, you know, we have a doggy door. So she goes out with the big dogs and just plays and plays and plays. And I stand there and watch her, but I'm watching her and she's contained in our yard. And, you know, we have all of it fenced in. So during the day, I was kind of letting her play. She played outside for quite a few hours, you know, just, and, you know, but coyotes, you wouldn't think they would attack during the day.
Well, you know,
I won't let her go out at night.
at dusk is the worst.
Okay.
And at night. At dusk is the worst. So, or early morning.
Right.
So, but I have heard them what happens is they kill something and then they start screeching. They sound like hyenas. And I mean, it's.
Yeah.
And I had a client 2 Sundays ago. We were out back with the puppy, letting it, you know, and the dog went, the coyotes went crazy.
Mm.
They caught something and killed something, and they just started screaming. It was 11 o'clock in the day. So I have mace, and I have or pepper spray, and I have a loud whistle that I carry.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like that stun gun walking stick that the guy that put his feet up on Pelosi's. That's what I want.
But I wondered, like, so, but she seems, so yesterday when she had that outside time and she went, you know, in and out, kind of just doing her thing, there were no potty accidents. It's kind of like she had her own time, you know, maybe.
Yeah. She goes when she wants, but you don't know when she wants to go. That's the problem with it. If you don't have a structure, if you don't create the structure for
Right.
her,
Right.
then
Which is going to be a problem, like if we go somewhere and we need to, you know, she can't just
go in and out. Yeah, you don't let her just go in and out when
she's potty training. Like I'm not, my big dog.
when you're not there. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take it outside so you don't do it again. Here, I'm gonna have you hold it.
She might have to go number 2.
Really? Well, let's do that. Let's do that.
I have a, like, I want to socialize her. Like, what kind of way are you supposed to socialize her? Without her not
Well, we can do a little bit of that. Let's not have her on that. I gotta rinse this one off.
she's pretty good with other dogs. Just Miss Candace's older dog. There's older dogs that she just gets because she's too much energy.
She's too much energy for me though. Yeah, my 14-year-old doesn't put up with it. And my little one is so little, 5 pounds, and he doesn't want.
So we were yeah, she was not with us, but we went.
So where's your treats?
Here.
Get some treats. You don't want to pull her around. Noah, just back up. Thank you.
See how she said, you know how we were having trouble doing the thumb thing? No? You know how we were having trouble doing the thumb thing? If we run backwards, and she just has to follow us.
You're welcome. Thanks, Elaine. What? There you go. That's it. So what you want is step on it. Yeah. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, Luna.
I've never been able to reach these.
Yeah. Good girl.
Oh no.
Well, come on. So you get a little animated and you back up. You don't want to pull the dog if you don't have to pull the dog. That's not what I mean, if that's all you can do, that's what you can do at the time.
Well, like today when we came
Yes.
there, you know, she, was not gonna get out of the car, and I go, come on, treat, and she, well, so I picked her up, but I can't.
Back up. Bounce, back up. Come on. Yeah. So,
Yeah, okay. So that's good. We've learned. I think that was a kiss.
so I want to show you how to get her out of the car.
Okay.
Is it open?
Yes.
Come
It's
on.
messy, but yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
So don't drag her over.
So, she's here. Is she in the seat? Come on. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. So you never want her jumping out of the car because if she relaxes and stays, and then you can be supported.
So we've been, I've
And picking her up under her arm. And that arm broke. Probably painful.
maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why, when she's up, when she's staying, she don't have that. And I come forward and she didn't want to, so I was
That can hurt. So, the best way to do it is to hold her bottom. Well, see, you can do it this way. It's the best way to move them around. But,
I guess, like, if she's big,
this is the other way. You just support the bottom.
yeah.
And,
Now, I was picking her up like I see you got to train the owner as much as you can.
so I will hopefully have this one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna practice more. This is fun, and you develop a relationship, and the dog starts to, do you have a leash? No, Okay, guys, we're gonna practice this week, okay? The bed, the bath mat, anything that you can pretty comfortable. Yes, that's so nice. Yeah, we'll teach them to use them. Everything, they have to learn everything. So that was a lot of stuff. Learn a lot of stuff. She will.
I know.
You want to start, or maybe they have
Yeah.
Huh? Tolerated means I'll put up with it. Oh, so awful. Yeah.
Yeah, you too. I guess it's like this second or whatever the next.
So we can do, let me see what we can do. GoPro, stop capture.
All right.